So guys, welcome back. This may be the last video with the E28. So we're giving the E28 a wash right now because the new buyer is coming tomorrow to buy it. We just replaced all the belts on it and get it ready because, and I think he's gonna take the tires too. He is driving it back to San Marcos. So we are getting it all cleaned up and washed and waxed and super clean for him when he comes tomorrow. So let's get to it. I'm gonna finish up cleaning it. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So she is all cleaned up, nice and shiny. Chandler, what's today?
Car show.
No, we're selling the car. It's gonna go bye-bye.
Okay.
See? Last official drive in the E28. Right, Chan? Let's go. So guys, there's an empty spot and a cat now. Officially, the E28 is gone. So, story time. Guy came and bought the car. Didn't really haggle on price. He kind of knew what I had done, what still needed to be done. He liked the car, wanted the car. He's had E30s before. And he drove down from San Marcos, which is like South Austin. So about 2.5, 3 hours away. Came down on a Sunday yesterday and came down at 2 o'clock. And he said, "Is the car drivable to drive back to San Marcos?" And I said, theoretically, yes. Like, the engine's good, the tires are brand new, suspension's all been redone. The car will drive back to San Marcos. And I've driven it. You've seen us, guys. We've been to Cars and Coffee multiple times. I've driven it around town. The thing runs and drives, no problem. Other than the snowflake button, a few little quirks here and there. Window regulator, or the window tracks in the back need to be greased so they go down faster. Little things, nothing that prevented the car from actually driving. So I was like, we exchanged money, we did the title, we did everything, and he goes to leave, and he leaves about 3 o'clock, 3:30. And when he test drove the car, he, for some reason, could not find first gear at all. And kept going into third, instead of first, he was putting in third, and then when he was trying to get second, he was going to fifth, and he kept stalling the car, and so there's a bunch of stuff with this guy. And I was like, dude, I don't know what's going on, but when he was in gear, he was able to drive it and everything. So, come to find out, his wife told my wife that he hadn't driven manual in 20 years. It was the last time he drove a manual. And he came down here. Granted, driving manual is like riding a bicycle. You can probably get the handle of it pretty quickly. This guy could not. Gets it started and drives away. And I filled up the tank for him, so he didn't have to stop anything. 15 minutes later, he calls me. He's like, "The car's dead." And I'm like, "What do you mean the car's dead?" He said, "It's smoking, it's dead, it's not running." And so I go, "Okay, what happened? I've driven it for the past year with no issues, no nothing. What has happened?" I figured with the smoking and everything, I figured he burned the clutch or was just riding the clutch or something. Well, come to find out, he started driving and immediately hit the snowflake button on the AC, and he got going down the road, and the AC compressor started working. He said the AC came on, it felt good, and then the compressor froze up and burned the AC belt and threw the AC belt off the car, stalled the car, pulled it off into a gas station, and gave me a call. I get over there, and is exactly what happened, what I told him. I told him, don't turn the AC on. I don't know the condition of it, so just don't run it. So he cuts the AC belt off, we get the AC belt off, and he, I guess, assumed he was just cranking it for 15 minutes trying to get the thing to start, and he killed the battery. So I jump it, hook the battery up, get the car started, made sure it ran, everything. So I left the car with him, running, driving, moving, no problem. I leave. He calls me 20 minutes later and says, I'm at another gas station. The car stalled and now it won't restart. He stalled it again and I think he didn't even get 10 minutes down the road. He didn't even charge the battery enough to do anything. So I told him, I was like, hey, you're going to have to like jump it or push start it. His wife was in a truck following him home. So he didn't bring anything. He didn't bring tools. He didn't bring a jack. He didn't bring, just in case, who knows? What if he hit something on the road and had a flat tire and had to swap the spare? He had nothing other than the stock stuff that came in the car. So I told him, I was like, you're going to have to push start it. I was like, it's a manual car. Put it in neutral, push it, jump in, put it in first gear, and start the car and drive. But he's like, oh no, now I'm not confident enough to drive it all the way back to San Antonio or Austin. And I said, like, dude, that's not my problem. If you not confident enough to drive it back, you haven't driven manual in 20 years and you thought you were going to drive it 3.5 hours in Houston traffic and in Austin traffic when you got back. So just so you know, the car's gone. It is off to its new home in San Marcos, and I haven't heard from the guy today. So I'm assuming he got it towed home back to San Marcos, if that's what he ended up doing. I told him that was probably the smart decision to do in the first place, but he said he wanted to drive it. So it is gone. The guy's had E30s before, so I'm hoping he's, it was a gift to himself, so he's going to enjoy it. It was a good car. For me, if I went and met him, I could have gotten the car started, driven it to San Marcos with no problem. But he just was having a real hard time with it and didn't prepare for it. But that is the story of the E28, of it being gone and leaving. So we are now back on the M3, guys. So hopefully next video will be starting. What I'm out here right now, I'm about to go clean up the garage and clean it out so we can get the M3 back on all fours and pull it out of the garage, give it a clean, and kind of start going through what we need on that one, because honestly, I forgot where we left off on that one. I think we were tuning the link to get the car started. I think that's what we were doing. I think that's what we still have to do. And I finally got that computer working too. So next video, M3. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm hoping to start doing more regular videos again. We'll see. Later.